right, so this is called a spinning triangle. This is one of my favorite moves, and it works really well because it kind of makes the guy make a mistake. But I need one thing to be able to do that, and that's this space right here. I have to either get my knee or my hip into that space. There's a couple other moves that work with this, which I might do a little bit later, but right now I got to focus on the first one, which is the main one, which is the spinning triangle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to approach the half guard, and I've got to block this knee. So you see how his knee is out? I've got to make sure that I can block it so my knee is here. Then I know I can approach this space, because if I don't, and my knee is out, the guy can take his knee through, and now it's further away from me. There's a distance here I have to be able to cross before I can get into this move. So I've got to get first on the inside with this leg, so that way his knee can't close this space. The next thing I do is I almost turn my back, but in doing this, with my hip and my knee above the space, I'll be able to get behind his back. Right? And that's really important, because there is a time to turn your back, and there's a time not to turn your back. And this is the distinguishing difference. My hip or my knee above his hip, I'm okay, right? So look, I'm here, I switch and grab his wrist, I'm gonna roll, so my knee is now entering the pocket, I'm gonna roll, open my leg, okay? And then I rotate. And when I rotate, I end up behind the guy. Because he's gonna come towards the leg, and maybe even he might hold onto the leg, so just clamp the leg here. Sometimes the guy clamps even with your legs as well. Sometimes the guy holds like this. Okay, but anytime the guy turns towards you, you're now behind him because his shoulder came up. And that's because I was able to get into that space above the hip. So now I'm going to go for a regular sort of kimura lock. This is called an ude-gurami, or sometimes called a key lock, to be able to then create a position where as I put pressure, the guy releases your leg, then you can cross your leg and come into a reverse triangle position, which is here now. This is what I want. That's a spinning triangle.